Good morning, my little troddle gnomes, and welcome to Tea to the Troddler. We're out on another journey today, and you know, sometimes in life, you feel like you put all your money on Lucky Dan to place, and not only does it place, but it wins, because I feel like I've won, because to be honest with you, I didn't think I would be able to get to come to this place, but thanks to darling Nicola, God rest her soul, she's allowed us to travel up to the Isle of Lewis and Harris. And I've got to say, absolutely fabulous place. So I thought, while I'm up here, it'd be rude not of me to try and climb up a fell or two. So today I'm doing what is known as Clisham, or Clisham to give it its common name. And we're going to do the Clisham Horseshoe, which takes in 4 fells, the biggest of which is Clisham. And it's 799 metres, which makes it a Corbett and a Marilyn. And it's the highest point in the Outer Hebrides, you know, on the archipelago. It's the tallest point. So we're looking forward to that. We're hoping that the weather's going to stay fine. It's forecasted to be okay, but I've got a feeling with the Atlantic breeze coming in all the time, the weather changes. You get back all 4 seasons every 5 seconds. So hopefully we'll stay dry more than we'll do wet. And I reckon I'm going to be out at least 8 or 9 hours, possibly a little bit more. So it's going to be a good test, is this. But yep, I hope you enjoy the video. Right, we've just come up the hill now. I hope you can hear me okay. We're leaving the busy road, which is just there. See behind me, we've got a little wishing well going on here. So that's to say with the footpath open. So now we're going to go left. We're going to sort of go up the hill now, and this takes us up onto the start of the walk. So just a couple of things to say. First of all, I'd like to give a big shout out to my good friend Jim Brown, and his YouTube channel, which is known as Bored Man, 2 separate words. Jim does some absolutely fantastic videos of both hiking and walking up in Scotland, and also while camping. So his editing's superb, unlike mine. But yeah, he's linked to the channel, so if you look at channels that we're associated with on the page, you'll see Jim, and I highly recommend that you subscribe to his channel, because like I said, he does some fabulous videos. Then the other thing is this climb up here now it's first of all, it's supposed to be quite boggy, so I'm not looking forward to that bit. But I've put on my Scarpa SL Actives, which are the 4-season boots. They weigh 4 million tonne, but when you want assurance and you want to stay dry, these are the boots. So we're hoping we're going to stay dry. So we climb up this first section here, then we sort of take a right and we bypass the lower slope and up onto Clisham, which is I think it's known as something like I think it stands for something like the Rocky Summit. So we're it looks like it's going to be a bit of a pull up there, but we're looking forward to it. But it's what me and my good friend Mr. Brown would call a bit of a hooker. So hopefully this walk isn't going to be a big con, and that we're going to end up getting up to his knees in muck and we have a good time. But yeah, I mean, the horseshoe, I'll turn it on and see if I can let you see it, but the horseshoe looks magnificent at the moment. Just bear with me. Hopefully I can let you have a look at it. So that's where we're going. So you've got Clisham on the left, and then we're going around the top, 3 or 4 fells, which you'll have to wait until I get there to give you the names of them, because I think they're all Gaelic, so I don't know them off the top of my head. But yeah, so we'll keep troddling on. First little pull, just up here, these little towns or lockins or whatever they call them up here. Yeah, love the walk so far. I keep seeing a bit of blue sky, but it's also that it looks like it could rain any time, so I just don't genuinely know what we're going to get when we're up on top. Keep my fingers crossed. I'm now going to start a bit more of a serious climb across from the nice steady path, and as with a lot of fells up in Scotland, you go a bit off piste. There's that few people walk these, there's no real massively defined track, so you've got to almost make your own way there, but I've done quite a bit of route planning. It's going to be a tough little next hour or so is this, but yeah, I hope you're enjoying it, and the views are absolutely tremendous. Right, not quite tough for that. We've just come across, well, we traversed over from where we were walking before, where I was speaking to you last time. It's been quite tough. It's boggy, no real path, and we've tried to traverse over. We finally got to what's the easy path really. It's the car park. The road, sorry, is just down there. There's a car park at the bottom, and if you want to go just straight up and down and Clisham, then it's a very straightforward route. So you might ask yourself, why have we come across all that lot? Well, the main reason is that obviously we're doing the horseshoe, so when we come back at the far end of the horseshoe, we've got the yump back down, but it's a lot easier than having to come all the way back up here. So we're taking the pain at the beginning, that's the idea. Like I said, we're a bit boggy coming over. I think we went over the top just once, which was a bit of a blue note, but we're still surviving, and obviously a bit up and down hill, so a bit of a wrecking crew on the old legs, but we've survived. So I don't know if you can see, I'll try and show you now. That's what we've got left, which on the camera looks quite easy, but actually, believe you me, when you're sitting looking at it this side, it's going to be a good little tug, is that. So yeah, but all well so far. It's still clear at the top just. I don't know what we're going to get. I'm hoping that I get fortunate and we just get a clear look at the top, but yep, all going well. Right everybody, we're up finally at the top. That's been one hell of a climb for a little fell. I mean, the scramble up the steep side, you do about 400 metres almost vertical. It's really tough, but absolutely incredible views at the top of here. We've got a bit of mist coming in, but I'll try and give you a quick 360. You should be able to see most of it. So here we go. I'll try and get it so you can see everything. So that's the road that we came in on. So we're coming around now. So in the distance I think we've got north and south used. There's that north east, and oh, there we've got Tarrant. And you just look at the beaches. I don't know if you can pick out the beaches, but they're incredible. And this is the ridge that I'm going to be walking on back down to the car. So lots of splendid stuff still to come. I hope you can hear me all right, because I'm trying to hold my microphone at the same time. But yeah, definitely been worth the effort. That we're going to have a quick chocky bar and something, and then we're going to move on. But yeah, so we're at the top of Clisham, or Clisham, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Right, just a very quick video. We're going up to next fell now, and as you can see, I've done my planning regarding this route, and I knew what was coming. But in all fairness, I mean, the first scramble up Clisham were tough, and this one here again, it's not, you know, it's not sharp edge on Blencathra, it's not that severe, but by the same token there's enough exposure to make people think, and certainly if you're not one for heights, this probably ain't going to be for you, because I'm going to have to be very careful, and I'm going to treat it with the absolute utmost of respect. But yeah, just something worth noting. Make sure you plan before you go, and make sure it's within your capabilities. Right, we're here at summit number 2, and I think it's called Mulla Bo Dias, but don't quote me on that. I think that's a Gaelic thing. I don't think it's got a common name, but if it has, I don't know what it is. But yeah, Mulla, whatever it is, Dias, whatever I said it was. Anyhow, I think it's clear, clouds clearly leaving a little bit more from here, so it's actually a fantastic view. So we've got probably a little bit more of a clear view than we had before. So same again, looking down at Tarrantay and north and south of Eust, I think, in the distance. So but yeah, just stunning, absolutely stunning. And the sun is trying to break through, and if it could do, it'd be wonderful, because it's just got a bit of rain for about last half an hour, and it's not been that pleasant. So if we could get at the end, the last sort of few hours of the walk, we've got good weather, that'd be fabulous. But anyhow, we're okay. So hope you're enjoying it. Right, I just thought I'd give you a bit of useful information, you know, that I like to do that. So some factoids from Tito. I'll probably try and make 4 or 5 points if I can. Hope it doesn't bore you. But yeah, first one is I don't know if you know, but there was a chess set found, a 12th century chess set, which were, I think it was from Nord, so it was sort of like Norwegian chess set, and it was found in 1830 over a place called Wieg, or UIG anyhow, so I think it's called Wieg, and it's now in the British Museum, and apparently it's worth millions, absolute millions. And in fact, somebody once found a piece a year or two ago, I think in 2019, just one single piece, and it sold for £735,000. So we might go for a bit of wander tomorrow where they found that chess set, because I found it in Santa. I could pick up a couple of pieces, that'd be marvellous. But yeah, that's Tito's useless factoid number 1. Right, we're at summit number 3. This is Muller Beau Toit. That's about as near as I think I'm going to be able to get it. It's a little little peak. You can't see what's missed. Look, these stand up and just see. There's quite a bit of exposure on this down this side. So yeah, quite a interesting little peak. And just a lot of water everywhere. I mean, the two islands, Lewis and Harris, just full of water. There's a big lockdown there, I think. So all fantastic stuff. So we've only got one more to do now, which is this lower one down here, which is about 100 metres lower. So we'll obviously lower our expectations regarding offshore. It'll be a little bit warmer down there. We've got a good field back down to the car. So all good stuff. Right, I'm going to get a couple of factoids. As soon as I'm sat down, I'll need a chocky bar. So factoid number 2 of Tito's useless facts. Oh, hello. Well, who'd have thunk that? I was just about to start my factoids, and a fella runner come past. So he's going a lot quicker than I would, I'll tell you that for nothing. He's talking about it. He's going, oh, it's quite a steady route, this, isn't it? What have you thought? It might be for you, pal, but for me, I'm absolutely in bits here. Anyhow, he's going a lot quicker than me, and it looks like he's having good fun. So that's all that matters. So right, factoid number 2: the clan that has lived in Harris and Lewis, all originates from here, is the clan MacLeod. And everywhere you go, there's MacLeods here. There's MacLeods there. You can't move from MacLeods. In fact, we know a greatkeeper called Angus MacLeod, and he's from Harris, and so there's no surprise there. But yeah, I mean, MacLeod, that's pretty famous around these parts, is he was in charge of, or he was played a very important part in getting World Heritage Status, or he made Stornoway black pudding. We've tried it, right. But yeah, he got the designation, so it meant that unless it were made in Stornoway, it could be called Stornoway black pudding. So it must have worked for him anyhow, because I think he said in the newspaper he left £3.3 million. So you know, I might start making black pudding. So yes, that's factoid number 2, and factoid number 3: MacLeods are here, MacLeods are there, MacLeods are blooming everywhere. Right, we're on this final summit number 4, Mulloch Al Langa. That's what it's called, and it's a great little summit. There's water everywhere from all around, but yeah, it's just stunning. I mean, on a clear day, this was supposed to be absolutely magnificent, but we haven't quite got that. That's looking back at Clisham and obviously the ridge that we've come across. It's been a fabulous day's walk, and it isn't obviously over yet. I've still got to get through the swamp field, back to the car, but we're not far away now. One thing to note is I packed up all sorts in my bag today that I ain't used. So I was planning on having bacon and eggs on top of that. I thought this romantic idea, that'd be a wonderful idea. And If it had been a really sunny day, it would have been, but it hasn't been. So I've carried all that weight for nothing. So that's a lesson learned. I need to start minimalising what I'm bringing with me and making sure that I'm only bringing what I'm actually going to definitely need. And to make it worse, I've left my Cornish pasty at home, which could have eaten that one. So not to worry, we'll make up for it tonight. But yeah, so that's the final the fourth fell. Right, factoids, two Tito's useless factoids, number 4 and number 5. Factoid number 4 is, to get over here you've got two choices. You can either go to Tarbet at Harris, or you can go from Ullapool to Stornoway. We went Ullapool to Stornoway and it's about 2.5 hours, but both the ferries are fantastic, normally, under normal circumstances, but not quite so good this time because obviously you couldn't get any food or drink, but normally you can. But it's 2.5 hours and it was almost like a mill pond. And finally, factoid number 5, and I've got to say this is probably my favourite. This is about the early, I think about 2005, somewhere around that time, and Harris Tweed were really struggling. There just weren't enough demand for the wool, and so in respect is the crofters were struggling to make a living. Anyhow, a knight in shining armour turned up, or at least that's what I thought it was, in a Keithley lad, and the Keithley lad was Brian Haggis of the well-known Haggis family. And Brian decided that he was going to buy the mill that processed all the wool, and he was going to basically change Harris Tweed from, instead of having 40,000 different weaves or whatever it is they've got loads of different weaves, he was going to reduce it to 4 and then make 75,000 items. And when he flogged all of them, he was going to move on and make another 75,000. So the crofters were working 16-hour days to get these 75,000 made as quickly as possible. And the only bad thing about it is when they finally were made, nobody wanted to buy them. So it ended up being a complete and utter disaster. And really, Harris Tweed were only served by this American who bought a mothball mill and basically said, look, you can go back to weaving your thousands of different options and being bespoke, which is what makes you what you are. So I don't hold it against Brian. He tried. He would, you know, if it had worked, it'd have been a masterstroke. As it turned out, it didn't. But I asked Brian Haggis for the Haggis family history, because obviously we've got Thomas Henry Haggis for Crossroads, and they're incredibly helpful. So you'll do for me, Brian. I don't care what they say. But yeah, that was how Keithley was involved in Harris Tweed. Right, we've got back to the car. That's been an absolute tremendous walk. We've been out just shy of 9 hours, and it's been, for not what you consider massive fells, it has been quite difficult. There's been a bit bouldy in places, a bit boggy in places, and a bit slippy in places. So there's been a little bit of jeopardy out there. The other thing I will say is when you're climbing fells near the coast, you tend to almost be going from sea level. So from that reason, it's all true climbing to an extent. But yeah, it's been a fabulous time. I hope when you watch the video you enjoy it. I've just seen an empty bottle of White and Mackay whiskey, which makes me laugh. It's these things that you see in Scotland, and I don't know whether they've been fell walking and drinking, or whether somebody's just tossed it out of the car at the side of the road. But either way, I'm going to take it home and dispose of it. But thank you so much for watching Tito the Troddler. One thing I've noticed, I'm getting lots of views, but I'm not getting that many people subscribing. I think I've got 25 subscribers so far. So it'd be absolutely wonderful if you're watching the videos and enjoying them, if you could hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate that. And also click the bell and it'll tell you next time that I've got a video on. But yeah, keep watching, and thank you so much.